I'm gonna make it happen.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Booze. I'll be your host, chef, and bartender. Dick Booze. Cheers. Today we're going to be making Spanish tapas. So since this is our second episode, we're taking it up a notch and we're going to film with HD. So being that I live here in Spain, I decided that for today's show we would do the tapas. What is a tapa? Tapas are just a little plate of food you get with a drink in Spain. They used to use a plate to cover their drink. And they started putting just little things of food on it like olives or ham or the serrano ham that they have in Spain. And it made people want to drink more. So now we're going to cut the potatoes, and to do that, we're just going to cut them into little slices, and this is really important. So now we have our cut potatoes, the onion, olive oil. So we need to add a lot of olive oil actually. We don't just kind of put a little bit in, we put a lot in. Before you put in the oil, make sure that there's not water in the pan. I left water in the pan, and you can just see the oil jumping around. That's not good. We don't want that. So now we're going to put in the potatoes into the oil. So we're just going to stick them in there. The oil's a little too hot. We want to actually make sure that we do it on a low temperature. It's a little bit hot. They're all in this oil. The temperature of the oil's dropped a little bit, and that's what we want. We want to make sure that they're just cooking in the oil, the potatoes. They're not frying. We're not making French fries. I think I need a little more wine and a bathroom break. I'll be right back.
I feel like I'm coming out.
We keep it clean. The potatoes look just about right. You want them to be cooked enough so they're nice and soft, but they're not completely cooked. And they look about that right now. So let's take them out. Now that the potatoes are done, the onion's about done, we're going to beat the eggs. And with the amount of potatoes we have, we need about 5 eggs beaten. I didn't take out too much. We can spill a little bit of oil on the burner, but again, no pasa nada. It's time to mix it all up. Gives it a really nice color.
Push it real good. Push it.
More smoke. I don't know. We want it hot, so when we add it, we get a nice... Oh, that's what I'm talking about. We forgot to put in salt. We're going to add the salt right now. Really what we should have done is we should have added the salt in when we put the mixture together. We're going to put it in right now. It's going to still be great. This is really important, the salt. So now right after we put it in, we need to put a plate on it just to make sure that everything cooks right. So let's put a plate on top. So here we have the tortilla at this point. And what we need to do is take a plate and flip it over onto the plate. And we're going to give it a flip. Here's the tortilla as we're at. I've already drank a bottle of wine. It's a little burnt for my taste, but I think it's alright. It's going to be fine. And this will be the bottom, so no one's going to know. What we're going to do is we're going to flip it back over on another plate. And what you want to do is make sure that it's not cooked too much. My favorite kind of tortilla is when it's still kind of runny on the inside. And now we're going to give it a flip. And there we have our tortilla. That's what it should look like. It should have this color. The bottom's a little bit burnt, but like I said, no one will ever know. and the onion. The sugar. The best part of the show, we're gonna add a little alcohol. So to the onions, we'll add white wine. And to the red pepper, a little red wine. A little for the pepper, a little for me. No, tiene hambre. That's exactly how we want them to look.
Celebrating, we are dancing. It's the middle of the afternoon.
Music and food goes together so well. Look at that. Toasted bread. No problem. We're gonna take the tortilla that we made a little bit earlier, and we're gonna cut it into little pieces that will fit onto the bread. So now we've put the red pepper on, we've put the onion on, and we're just going to garnish it with a little bit of parsley. It's got a great look, doesn't it? It looks delicious. Tapas are all about sharing, so we're gonna share with friends. Let's go. Well, it looks like we've had a fiesta, and it's been a successful one. So I'll see you again on the next episode of Cooking with Booze.